There was Streamy Awards going on, and you'll never guess who won a Streamy Award. Dylan Mulvaney, social media influencer on TikTok. Most famously known as trans women making videos how many days of being a woman and insulting women, making a mockery of it. So that TikTok influencer had the one breakout creator at the 2023 Streaming Awards, which is apparently labeled as the foremost recognition within the creator community. Although too many, this is an insult, which there are many people who are way talented than Dylan Mulvaney, as they would say. Which Dylan Mulvaney says, my life has been changed for the better, but also there's an extreme amount of transphobia and hate, and I know that my community is feeling it. I know that even our allies are feeling it. Which, of course, transphobia is not an actual thing. It's just a word made up by the LGBTQ community just to win fights. As comedian Dave Chappelle puts it. Dylan Mulvaney is he's 26 years old. He was first seen on the Ellen DeGeneres talk show, the Ellen, where he was seen with a woman when he was a young man, and probably in the early 20s, and he was basically dancing and prancing around, and then he was always craving attention. And then when TikTok became a thing, started making TikToks, and then when LGBTQ things became like a thing, started claim that he's a trans woman, and did several TikToks which a lot of women found insulting. Dylan Mulvaney said, "You need to support trans people publicly and proudly," which does sound very forced, which it is being very forced, as you know, as Pride Month is being forced, and which actually tried to Pride Year. And at the speech, Dylan Mulvaney said this: "I think the trans community and the creator community all there's something in common, is that people often underestimate us. I'm gonna go have a beer. I love you." Which, you know what company Dylan Mulvaney ruined. And it's also on the beer company's fault. Anheuser-Busch, AB, for short, the company that owns two major beer labels, Budweiser and Bud Light. Regarding advertising, Anheuser-Busch in 2019 they used hip hop rock artist musician Post Malone, which Post Malone, Austin Post is his name. In his music videos, he was seen and off camera and in his music videos drinking a can of Bud Light. while talking to Young Thug and other people off camera. And they even put Post Malone on 4 packs because Post Malone liked drinking it, and even Post Malone even made post on social media like on Instagram. On this to good Goodbye's song with Young Thug that he did, and where he walks around after being buried alive, and then walks around like a zombie, and then smokes, and then drops a bottle of Bud Light, and Post Malone actually in other videos he did share that. So they still know him as the Bud Light guy. And 2023 happened, and Anheuser-Busch, they needed to pick some new person to advertise to these social media users, and they picked TikTok social media influencer Dylan Mulvaney, which turned out to be a grave mistake. And which Dylan Mulvaney received shipments of Bud Light, various versions of it, these flavored alcoholic beer drinks, and he's just about the woman and in the tub and trying to imitate what a woman might sound like, which didn't really sound like actually a woman, and it just sounded offensive. And the fact that Dylan Mulvaney doesn't actually like Bud Light, and is compared to Post Malone, who likes to smoke and drink, though he's Post Malone is an alcoholic and a smokeaholic. And regarding what Dylan Mulvaney was imitating what an actual transgender person actually is, an actual trans woman, and what an actual woman is like. There was a lot of backlash sent to Anheuser-Busch because of that, and they lost a lot of money. And AB, they were just giving away cans of beer for free. But even that move couldn't save Anheuser-Busch after their mistake for not using an actual person now who actually is an alcoholic like Post Malone, and they chose someone who just person who just insults to a trans woman and woman. And compared to an actual trans woman back in the day, compared to what people like Dylan Mulvaney, that's a completely different story. And AB, they laid off a lot of employees because of this. 380 employees were cut, and also sales plummeted 26.5% in July, which is just embarrassing. And literally, LGBTQ is just being used for advertisement, which same thing with the black community. They don't really they're just using Black Lives Matter as an advertisement, which is supposed the AB executive Brendan Whitworth said that Anheuser-Busch had supported LGBTQ since 1998, 25 years ago. And he said that the brand will stay out of charged social issues in the future. And what Anheuser-Busch and in the Bud Light sector have tried to do was try to use advertisements on YouTube to try to make money of that, which a lot of people, too late, they switched to other beer brands that aren't political and don't support Dylan Mulvaney, who a fake trans woman. And the best thing Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch could have done is just hook up with an actual person who is an alcoholic like Post Malone. Which, this is what happens when you try to go along trends on social media, or Black Lives Matter, or LGBTQ, which the LGBTQ that they're actually supporting nowadays. Back in the day, the actual LGBTQ they supported was these people. They just wanted to have the same equal rights as other people, but now it's all like anyone who says they're gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer, you have to follow the stereotype that they have to act like this. And then people who are LGBTQ and they don't want to follow along with this stereotype that we have to act like this, which Dylan Mulvaney is trying to portray that, and they just want to, whatever their name is, whatever country they are in, and whatever they're into, they do not want to have to deal with an issue that, oh, you're LGBTQ, we're going to treat you specially, like what they're showing on social media, and these LGBTQ people who don't want to follow what Dylan Mulvaney people are like, or whatever else people similar to him, and like they are like, no, we do have nothing to do with that. Just ask LGBTQ social media influencer who actually is just talks about what they're interested in, and they don't want to push no propaganda, and they are against it, including transgender. and Blaire White. Which Blaire White is a transgender person who is against what people like Dylan Mulvaney are doing. So just ask their story instead of just following along with this propaganda that was way different than what you think LGBT or equal rights or anything else that you think you could benefit off of, but you will actually have a backlash off of. So if AB they want to like learn, they want to do better, pick an actual alcoholic. Maybe do one with Post Malone again. He has a new album coming out, so if he's going to be drinking alcohol in one of those music videos that he's doing, also with and also smoking. Great chance to catch up with them and go on social media tagging Post Malone, Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light, and whatever his next album hashtag whatever his next album is called. That could have been a great idea. Forgot about Post Malone. Or if you want to be more representative of the LGBTQ community, pick an actual alcoholic who is LGBTQ, who really likes drinking your products, and they are not into this stereotypical LGBTQ thing, and they're just whatever my name is, I'm gonna do me. That kind of person. Because there are people who are LGBTQ who would love to be the next person on the label. Not to be insulting to the LGB or the people who are just regular people who are not LGB or the straight people of the a big lesson learned if they actually do learn from it from Anheuser-Busch and their Bud Light sector. And we are sorry for all those people who got laid off and cut because of some poor decisions from whoever was on the marketing team who actually thought this was a good idea.